Well, well, well. Things are getting kind of feisty again, aren't they? I know I'm a little late to this party, but then again, I don't pay attention to this shit anymore like you people do. It was only a matter of time before CIG completely turned on you. You know, for those of you that are just now learning that you get ostracized from this community by both company and the player base, the cult like player base, by questioning any aspect of this game's development or how this company conducts business, welcome to the fucking club. My name is Stefanos, and I have been purged out of this community for a long fucking time. And, tonight I decided to just Google Star Citizen because a lot of people that I still interact with in the Star Citizen community have been acting mighty fucking weird these last couple of days, so I decided to take a look at what was going on, and Lord and behold, it looks like half of you woke the fuck up. Now, will the other half of you wake the fuck up? That's the question. Um, this is not a video of I told you so. This is not an ego inflated video. This is not any of that shit. But at the same time, I am gonna throw a little bit of this back up in CIG's face. When they sit there and say things like, "This is your fault that you interpret this the wrong way," or "you interpret this blah blah blah," no, it's not. You put a thing down, and people say, "Okay, this is supposed to come out now," and then you push it back, or you just flat out take it off the roadmap because of some bullshit of excuse. How easy would it have been for you, CIG, just to admit salvage would not be a thing until you completed the entire gameplay loop around salvage, which included fuel? Now, I know there's a certain CIG Q&A person that I have sat in comms with and actually gave that real life Nostradamus Stefanos prediction about, how the reason why salvage was delayed was because, you don't have fuel and you don't have the actual salvaging mechanic in the game, and then on top of all that, with the entity count and how much packet loss you got going on in the game and everything else going on, clients not being able to keep up with everything, you want to add more entities and people crash more. These derelicts, you're adding even more problems, even more things for your hard drive and for your client to keep up with, hence more crashes. I don't understand. For those of you that have been in this community for 10 plus years, such as myself and all of you other YouTubers that are sitting here riding the fence line in this horse shit, you know as well as I do, all right, that this is, how do I put this elegantly? If there is a way to put it elegantly. Um, you know that you've been covering this company's ass, and you also know that you're being disingenuous about the entire situation. The mask has fallen. Like, it's time to come clean. I'm not saying to just shut down your YouTube videos and shut down your channel. I'm not saying, no. What I'm saying is grow a fucking backbone and hold this company accountable. I understand that there's some of you that feel that if you stop giving them money, the game dies. You want to know a secret? That is a lie. That is a lie that they have told you to keep you scared, to keep you invested. The $450 million fucking dollars. They could have put this game out years ago, and they just keep adding and adding and adding things into it. And then they want to turn around and blame you. They want to blame you. They want to blame me. They want to blame anyone that has anything critical to say about their process. How can y'all sit here and defend it? Well, that's you're not. Most of you are opening up your YouTube videos. Well, I'm not defending Cloud Imperium Games, but that's what y'all are doing right now, and I'm very disappointed. This is why I don't take most of y'all seriously. You're literally sitting here, scared to lose your clout, to lose your what fucking influence, to lose what? Like, what are you scared to lose? What is there to lose by finally getting together and holding the company accountable? What's there to lose? In my opinion, you people have already lost all your money. That's why I refunded my account when I did. It's just like stonks. They go up and down, right? Well, the thing is that when I sold my account, as scummy as I feel about it and as bad as I feel about it, it was at a high point to sell things. So yeah, you fucking sold before it dips. And what happens? people over the years have lost faith in the company, and they've sold, right? And people are not buying new ships. People are gray market selling their out. They're selling the fuck out of the game. They're not buying new ships, and they want to sit there and blame people like me for their loss of money. Like, just like with you blaming the community for all this bullshit going on with your games development, you're only half right, CIG, like a broken ass clock. On two fucking points. You listened to the wrong aspect of your community. You listened to a bunch of whiny Care Bears and wallet warriors. You appeased them, and now your game's where it's at. You didn't listen to pilots such as me who actually took the time to get good at your fucking game. Alright? I'm sorry it's offensive to you that I spent $500 on my flight setup and not a Carrack. I apologize if this hurts your fucking feelings, CIG, but you know what? Get the fuck over it. I paid for a dogfighting game, not fucking Star Trek. Sue me. Alright? All of you can have your fucking opinions. Go in the comments below and haze me all you want. But just so you know, I don't delete any comments off my YouTube videos. But that being said, the second point outside of that, and let me make sure I articulate this properly and correctly so that it's not taken out of context in any capacity, is that they've enabled this. Just like with the griefing and just like where we're at, they're the ones that put themselves in this situation. All right? And they want to be losers, the literal definition of fucking losers, and blame you and me for their fucking problems. All right? The other aspect is that you want to sit here and say people like me distract and prevent others from buying into the game. You goddamn right we do. This is what YouTube is for. We're the United States of America, or at least some of us are, and we have freedom of fucking speech and freedom of opinion. And if you don't like that, CIG, then go fuck yourself. All right? You've had 10 years to produce something. You haven't produced anything but a pile of hot trash. All right? And you've caused me more friendships than I can count. All right? And it's because of my wholehearted belief that you are malevolent and disingenuous with this game's development. You have been riding this monetary gravy train as long as you can, and now you've got to a point to where you actually notice that you're not maintaining the sales that you used to anymore. Your old lines aren't working anymore. Server meshing is still a power word you use, and it's delayed yet again for the third fucking year, you tools. For the third fucking year, your magical server meshing has been delayed, and your stream rendering, what the fuck ever. Like, what the fuck else can they say? Like, when are y'all gonna wake up to the reality of the situation that the company is not your friend, and they sold you something they had never had intention of giving you to begin with? And I'll be very surprised if CIG actually puts out anything. Alright, I'm of the opinion the game is never going to come out. At least Star Citizen. Squadron 42, it's up in the air. Really. But I really doubt Star Citizen's going to come out. And if it does come out, it's not going to be anything that any of you bought into or expected. Alright? I don't think I have to label this out, but I'm going to anyway. The server population's still 50. The system requirements of the game still have not been updated. And you know what? Most people can't play your game, Chris. I don't know if you knew this or not, but most people can't play your game. And, all these other people, they're going to jump in my channel and tell me how stupid I am and how much of a liar I am and I'm making up bullshit. When every last one of you clown, I'm not talking to the community anymore. I'm talking to you, CIG. You know full fucking well that I paid out the ass to do that science. You know full fucking well what I did to prove you wrong. And to this day, you're still salty about it. To this fucking day. Alright? I've literally dismantled all of your shit brick by brick by brick by brick. I have chinked away your armor over the years so that all of these other people had a chance to get a stab at you. Alright? It's so easy to make people rage about losing their paid-for armor. Their LTI armor. Isn't that funny how you people sit here and claim it's not pay to win? And it's most certainly a pay to win game. What skill is there? You have auto aim. Oh no, Tefano said there's auto aim in the game. He's stupid. He doesn't play the game. Okay, yeah, you say that. I still play Star Citizen. You just don't see me play it when I can play it at fucking 10 frames a second. So, yeah. No, people still use auto aim. There's two ways of using auto aim. So let me explain this to you articulately, unlike I did last time. Okay? When you have a system that automates gameplay, you have taken the skill and you've turned it into a gameplay feature. Therefore, if it's gimbaling for you, if it's aiming for you, it is auto aim. Suck my dick. The other aspect is tweaking with ESP settings and sensitivity settings so that way that your ship can have free movement, and when you lock on a target or when you target something, your ship will cone in on the target. The closer you get, the more the snap is. Guess what, kids? That is automatic aim. So don't fucking sit here and tell me anymore that auto aim's not in this game. Don't be intellectually disingenuous. It's about time y'all stop that. Maybe, just maybe, if you people would stop being disingenuous and lying about the situation, maybe our attitudes would improve. But you're just not getting that message. So spelling it out in crayon for you might help. We'll see. We'll see. What else is there to say? I've been completely validated. You have gotten so bold, you've gotten so desperate and so brazen. You're attacking YouTubers with audiences over 100,000 subscriptions. Like, you people have lost the narrative. Just like the Democrats, you've lost the narrative, and now you're grabbing for whatever fucking you can. All right? Now, that all being said, I want to be wrong. I do. I want to be wrong about Star Citizen. I want to be wrong. But I'm not. And all these other people that are saying that are literally echoing the same, literally verbatim, that I've never met before in my life. They have never met me before in my life. These people are saying verbatim the exact same fucking things I've been saying for the last 5 years. So I am not crazy. Y'all are. I am not crazy. These are all people that have the ability to use some type of common sense and critical fucking thinking. I'm not crazy. If there are more people out there saying the exact same things I'm saying, there's something wrong with you. There's something wrong with you. Because it's obvious to everyone else. Standards and quality and all this and all these other things that we hold, to standard when it comes to video games, and you want to sit there and say, oh, it's alpha. You just want to defend it with your stupid low IQ arguments. And this is why rage happens. This is why you get the response you get. This is why you get more and more people like me every single fucking day attacking you, coming at you, telling you to fuck off. Why? Because anyone that questions, you want to get salty, you want to get defensive, and you want to start attacking and tearing people down any way you fucking can. Well, now you've got an army of YouTubers after you with their 100,000 plus subscribers telling you to go fuck yourself. How does it feel, CIG? How does it feel? You, again, listened to the wrong aspect of this community. And you have no one to blame but yourself by not being honest about the system requirements, not being honest about the limitations of the CryEngine, not being honest about the game's development, not being honest about the limitations of everything. I mean, my God. What else can I say without breaking my NDA? Which, by the way, after all of this, all these years, there's one thing I will say to every last one of you in the community and at Cloud Imperium Games. I do have honor. I have not broken my NDA. I have not broken my NDA, not fucking once. Not fucking once. Even after everything, how you people treated me, how you've talked to me, I have never once broken your NDA. But all these other kids in your Evocati group, they break it on a daily goddamn basis, don't they? Don't they? This is what happens when you let a bunch of fucking kids call the shots in making video games. Kids who don't know any better. You want to sit there and be like, whoa, what makes you think you know better, Defanos? Well, I'm going to pull a line from Templeman. I've played so many games, I just know how game development is. No, I really don't. That's bullshit. I understand to a certain point. how game development works. I understand the construction mechanisms, the building blocks of how you get to where you need to go. CIG has been building this game as a lot in a live environment, which is unheard of. So you want to talk game development with me, kids? Let's talk game development. CIG is doing everything wrong. All right, how about that? You want to look at it from an industry-wide perspective? CIG is doing everything wrong. Wrong. And before you say, why don't you work for Defano CIG? I tried. I applied twice. Do you really think they want me working for them? Someone that's actually going to sit there and give them fucking flack on shit? You know, even as an Evocati tester, why the fuck would I want to work for a company, even as an Evocati tester, along with all the other Care Bears or Ace Pilots, and I'm sitting here giving the feedback, giving the information, giving the repos and all this other stuff, and CIG ignores it. And it's for everything. It's not just with dogfighting, it's with other things too. Okay? And CIG ignores it, and they want to be like, oh, well, that's not priority. Well, okay, what's not priority for you is completely game-breaking and unplayable for us. All right? As a QA tester, I wouldn't make it far at CIG because I would tell them they're just, what the fuck are you doing? That's what I would say. You know, you got people over there that have fucked their way into the company, and I'm not being facetious about that. You got people over there that have fucking, sweet-talked their way in. Whereas legitimate people such as myself and others have been left out because, quite frankly, we would literally be the backbone, that douchebag in the office to be like, you know what, this doesn't fucking work, and here's why. Just like we do in Spectrum. Just like we do, because, how can you sit here, CIG, and blame your community for the problems that you're having as a company when you're the ones that have made this game an open development game that says your feedback matters and you're building the best damn space sim Oh, I'm sorry. It's not a sim anymore, is it? Best damn space game ever. So I guess now we've gone from that to just fuck you. We've got all the money we can out of you. Shut the fuck up and sit down and enjoy your shit sandwich. Is that really where we're at, CIG? Do you really want to prove me that right, CIG? Do you? Do you? I think you do. I think you do. I think you want the game to fail. I think you want to cut and run with the money and not have to fucking, put out a game. Because putting out a game would mean that you'd have to maintain it and pay for it. So why you have no incentive to finish this game. And you wanna attack the community just like you fucking attacked me. We'll see how well that works out for you. You're not just singling out 1 or 2 or 3 people anymore. You're going after an entire demographic of gamer. You might want to watch what the fuck you're doing. All right? Now say it again. The way you do business is wrong. The way you make this video game is wrong. You have completely used and abused us. You have lied to us. You've deleted the flight model, the first one. You fired JP. You didn't let him go. You fired him because he wouldn't move. All right? You nerfed everything across the board. First, you made the speeds higher, then you made speeds slower, then higher, then slower, then higher, then slower. At some point, you got to realize that doing donuts around Dying Star and spamming missiles is not fun, engaging gameplay. It's not dogfighting. For all of you spreadsheet textbook nerds that think that is simulation dogfighting, you are wrong. You've obviously never played DCS. You've obviously never flown over a flight simulator. It's so obvious in the way you people talk and the way you people act. I mean, look at this. Look at this. I saved this because I really want to show you people this. This is in Reddit, and of course we all know how I feel about Reddit. But White Knight here, the hover quad goes on sale soon. If you're not happy with CIG, do yourself a favor. Do not buy any more spaceships. From a White Knight, huh? Well, I highly doubt you're a White Knight, sir. But like again, with another broken clock, right twice a day. Vote with your wallet, people. He's right. Stop supporting a company that is blatantly disrespecting you, blatantly being disingenuous to you. Stop listening to these people. Like, I mean, it is outrageous what this game is at the moment. let's see. Star Citizen system requirements. Oops. Minimum system requirements for Star Citizen. Now, do you fucking people think for a split goddamn second? And by the way, this is updated 4 months ago by Proxys. 4 fucking months ago, I might add. 4 months ago. These are not. This is not. You cannot run this game on these settings, on this hardware. You simply can't. This is disingenuous as fuck. And every last one of you at CIG, and I'm calling you on particular Proxys, which is a melon cat man that ran away from me twice. You know, you had good reason to, because this is why you run away from people like me, because we call you out on shit like this. I dare every last one of you fucking losers out there to build a computer at this specs and try to play this fucking game. I triple dog dare you. I would love to see you take a quad-core AMD processor and run this fucking game. I would love that. I would love to see that. Fucking do it. I would love to see you do this too. A graphics card with 3 gigabytes of RAM. That's fucking cute. We all know the game doesn't even utilize the graphics card. But what it does utilize is fucking memory and CPU, right? So when you're talking about this, your CPU has to have 4.0 or better gigahertz, and it also has to have the architecture of a single core performance over multi-core performance, because that's how CryEngine is fucking coded. Suck my ass again, suck my dick again, done the science, done there, been there, done that, got the t-shirt. You know, you can sit here and believe all these shills and all these liars that have actually made it a fucking career to try to disenfranchise people like me, but that's fine. You can listen to these liars from CIG and all these other liars in the community that fucking defend CIG, or you can actually stop buying $2,000 fucking javelins and build a computer that can actually play this fucking game. And challenge me on that. Because as far as I'm concerned, you're never going to defeat me on the physical computer science of this fucking game and the requirements it takes to run it. Never going to. I've done the science. I've got the computers right here on my left and my right. I have them both. Don't test me. Again. All right. Now this has just gone on long enough. All right. You have alienated more and more people out of your community, not just with the limitations of being able to run your fucking game client side, but you're also literally telling people they're the fucking problem by giving feedback and then complaining when you don't follow through on the things that you say you're gonna do, right? This harps back to the things I've said before in the past. What you say versus what you do. Well, you know what, Sig? A decade of doing that horseshit's finally fucking caught up to you. And I really am enjoying sitting here watching all of these people dogpile on you and fucking shred you. And it's well deserved. It's well fucking deserved. It is. You know, for those of you that want to continue to white knight for this company and continue to sit here, well, we can enjoy the exploits and blah, 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 blah. Fine, whatever. Inhale that copium all fucking day long. Doesn't change the reality. The game is full of exploiters and cheaters. Then, yes, they are being actively banned behind the scenes as we speak. And, you know, I can prove that, so you might not want to test my gangster there either, because if I do prove it, then other people are going to be questioned, and those people are going to be questioned, and then it's going to lead to down roads back to avenues that most of you don't want to think about right now. So I'd really double dog fucking dare you on that. Outside of all that, this game is not worth playing. Like, if you want to sit here and try to say you're good at this game and this flight model, there is something mentally wrong with you. Now, back in the past, when the flight model was competitive in some aspects, there was some ego and pride to be had. There was something to be proud of. But nowadays, it's all about clout and who can suck CIG's dick the hardest. Because that's what you people think brings all the boys to your fucking streams. Positivity. You do realize that people come to watch you and laugh at you defending this fucking company, right? But anyway, my name is Stefanos. This video has gone on for 25 minutes. I highly doubt any of you will watch it this long, which is fine. I don't care. But, you know, hey, I have said what I've had to say, and I have been nothing but 100% consistent with my message the entire time.
Remember that. And for all of you that want to critique me, just remember that I have been consistent 100% of the time when it comes to this. The majority of you, especially right here on this page of just searching without doing any type of modifications, and you can see how many people are very, very upset with this fucking game. Alright? So it's time to stop acting. And this data manipulation right here is also cute. You know, some rich dude trying to continue to make Star Citizen look good by swiping his credit card for a vast amount of money. Like, UL backers are not tricking anybody. This blatant data manipulation is not helping you. You can't have it both ways. You can't sit there and say that you're losing business and no one's coming new into the game. No one knew. See, this is CIG's words around. Air quote, new coming into the game. So when you see stupid shit like this, you know it's fake. You know it's a false metric. So why is CIG sitting here saying no new money is coming into the game and we're the problem? But yet here I see White Knight Montoya trying to sit here and say otherwise by, look, it just shot back up magically. Get the fuck out of here, guys. You're not fooling anybody. You really are not fooling anybody anymore. It's done. Stop. I mean, my God, all of you people that have this much money to sit here and play this fucking mind game on the internet, like, what the fuck do you do for a living? I would love to get into whatever the hell you people are doing for a living that enables you to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to fabricate money being made by the company. I would love to be able to see how you print money to do that. I really would. That's very impressive. But the mentality behind it, the psychology behind it is what I find is disturbing. Ungodly disturbing. That you people are so desperate to save face that you're willing to triple down and provide false metrics. Again. You guys are never going to learn, are you? You really aren't. You're never going to learn. People's, like, if I can see through it, people can see through it. You can't sit here, like, you can't have it both ways. This is the most ridiculous fucking, I'm not even going to click on this video. This is the most ridiculous fucking thing I've seen in the entire feed. And I've really enjoyed watching Salty Mike's fall to the dark side, too. That shit's highly fucking entertaining. Man, I remember this guy used to argue with me all the fucking time about the state of this game, and I'm too negative and I'm too hard on CIG. Look at this motherfucker now. You people owe me a goddamn apology. You really do. And until you give me an apology, I'm not gonna stop doing what I do behind the scenes to fuck you. I'm very much still active in this community. You're the ones that made me do this. Fucking shadow warfare. Only you're the ones that are going to be able to stop it by, I don't know, surrendering.